everybody, this is Clover, and I'm back playing some Final Fantasy IV. We just got the White Spear and equipped it on Kain, and we are now going to go on to the second battle here. This is not as difficult of a battle. I crossed the two battles. I thought the Plague battle was for the next thing we're gonna go into, but it's not. This is a little bit easier. We're still gonna try and be cautious, but here we go. Everybody's all saved up, right? And healed up. Yes. Okay, here we go.
Sacred ribbon shall not be within your hands.
Yeah, they're just giving it up, man. Yes, this is where we get ribbon. Now, I think these guys do curse, which is a little bit annoying, but we will try and keep our health up. Let's distribute damage just so we can... Okay, they do wall. Why do they do wall? Do they do a magic attack against us? I always can't remember the Lunar D, or D-Lunar. Whatever it is. Why does Remedy get through it? You know what? I gotta say, take my virus. Okay, and that's a strong virus too. Okay. Oof, they're like honing in on Rosa. Okay, so let's make a better plan. Instead of okay, nice, right out. Okay, cool. That'll make this a little bit easier. Fire, is that gonna take her out? No. Okay, Rosa's still in. Okay. Come on. And Rosa's gone. Okay. Well, let's bring her back to life. Hopefully before we kill D-Lunar. Maybe it'll happen now. Who knows? Yeah. Sorry, Rosa, you're not gonna be able to get the experience from this. All right, so that is the second group. All right, let's bring Rosa back to life so we can equip some of this new gear on her. I don't really have to go crazy with this, but I just want to make sure she's in okay fighting shape in case we run into another battle. So there are the ribbons. We found them, and yes, they are a helmet, and they are a helmet for Rosa and Rydia. Now, it doesn't really change your it doesn't really give you that much extra defense, but that's not really the point. The point of these. The point of these is that they protect against all status effects. So basically, you know, any time we fight an enemy like the Ging Ryu, we can actually fight them now because we have people who can survive getting hit by their entangle thing. Yeah, really cool. But yeah, let's keep slugging away at these guys, and then we will be moving on to the next stage of this game, of this dungeon, which is I was right about entangle, right? No. So ribbon doesn't protect against entangle. That's odd. Maybe it does. I don't know. Did I equip the ribbon on Rosa? Maybe I didn't equip the ribbon on Rosa. Let me see. I'm very upset. I feel like that should have worked. Or maybe entangle isn't covered under the status effects protected by ribbon. Yeah, she's got it on. So, I don't know what's going on there, but I guess never mind. Entangle isn't protected by ribbon. Okay, so I'm gonna say 10 up and save up one last time. Well, probably not one last time, but certainly one of the last times. And we're gonna head on to the next section of the Lunar Subterrane, which should be the final section of this game, or will be the final section. I'm not leading you on. Like I said in the past, I'm probably gonna do some some videos in the future, maybe like where I can like speed up time of me trying to get the adamant to get the pink tail on, so I can get the adamant armor. But we'll see if that happens. Oh, nice. See, yeah, so you get this really interesting situation where Crystal now does like a lot. The Crystal Sword does a lot of damage against some other enemies. Not so weak to it. But anyway, here we go, heading into the core, I believe it's called, or they didn't change the name. Okay. So yes, this has the same music as what's it called? Giant of Babel, which I always thought was really interesting, because, you know, as we've discussed in the past, the Giant of Babel came from somewhere, and it's probably from here. Yeah, as you'll see, we'll fight pretty much exclusively end-level enemies here, and it is gonna be a little tough. We're pretty low right now in terms of level, but I think we will be able to handle it. We just have to stay on top of our health, and yeah. But yeah, that's what's happening now. And Rydia summons her Bahamut. And does she take? That was probably. Oof. Bahamut really doesn't do good damage against. Or sorry, Behemoth. Yeah, Bahamut doesn't do good damage against Behemoth. I spent 180 MP summoning Bahamut. Is that how much Bahamut is? Bahamut is, no, 60. Okay, so I spent 120 MP fighting a Behemoth. Okay. Let's do some Cure 2s on Edge. Get him back to fighting form. Same with Rydia. Everybody else is fine. Okay. And there's a couple of chests here, and then there is the last kind of end level. Oh, so this is what I was talking about before. These are evil masks, and evil masks have the rare chance to drop what's it called? Glass, the glass helm or glass mask. I don't know what it's supposed to be in this game, but it's a protective head equipment. And he does wall on us. I forgot about that. Okay, so basically the only solution here is to attack, or we could do individual heals, but that's not a particularly good idea. He's gonna do some nasty damage to us, because he's gonna start summoning. Why am I even bothering? That's what I could do. So he cast wall on us. That's great. Maybe it's time to start doing a little bit of the end level magics. Okay, nuke. I mean that wasn't crazy, but okay. He's doing white. White might heal him, which I'm a little worried about. Oof, that did a lot of damage. Okay, and he's dead. Cool. Yeah, I don't know if white damages him, but I'm pretty sure it does. It might be what he's weak against. I can't remember. All right, we could use one of our Cure 3s. Okay, and continuing on. The encounter right here. You can call Bahami Mommy. Okay, and let's see what Bahamut does against him. Because Nuke, I think, is the same level of MP, but I don't know. Okay, and it does 3. Yeah, better to send to use Bahamut. Gonna cast white on him, and we will get to see how much that does. I don't know if white takes longer to summon. It feels like it does, but healing is generally not a good indicator. And 6,920. Nice. So yeah, that's the magic we want to use against him. He's gonna start using white at some point. I don't know when that. Okay. But yes, so white is what he's weak against, and we will take that to the bank. Alright, how we're doing on MP? Viridia's pretty low. Rosa's doing okay. Ugh. Don't run from this. I just don't want to be in situations where I'm. Oof, that's a lot. They threw their money behind them. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm spending like so much time just hanging out in one place, because that would be annoying. All right, here we go. Am I gonna get into a fight before this? All right, so here is a fight that was always really difficult to me when I was a kid, and I'm gonna want to make sure I am healed up completely for this. I'm gonna want to make sure that all of my that Rosa and Rydia both are fully have all of their MP restored. So I'm using 2 elixirs. Okay, and then yeah, I think we're gonna jump into it. So this is a reskin of an old friend. So here we go. You think that you, the ones from the blue planet, can handle this blade of black Masamune? Yes, that's Masamune. And we are fighting Agapago, or Ogopogo, or whatever he's called. He does Big Wave, and he is a reskin. He does 2 Big Waves, and he's a reskin of Bahamut, of Leviathan. So we're going to try and deal as much damage as possible. I'm going to dart the Gungnir Lance, even though that might be a bad idea, but who knows? And I don't want to use the spoon yet. I'm gonna try and save the spoon, at least for Blaze. I forgot about that. Does he kill her? No, you're good. Come on, Rosa. We need you to do some Cure 4. I'm gonna try and save the spoon for the Zeromus fight, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna cast Virus. I know I haven't been using Virus a lot, but hopefully that causes some drain and we can at least have some consistent damage done to him. He's gonna do Blaze. All right, that's not terrible. Nice, good job, Kain. Let's have you just fight. And let's try, even though it might be stupid, let's try Lit 3 and see if that is better than what we've been doing. Okay, if he's gonna do Big Wave again at some point, and that I think it'll likely take out Edge. Okay, cool. Well, I was gonna be worried that he was gonna do it before. Oh, he doesn't do a double Big Wave. I know he does it. He does do a double Big Wave again soon. So we have to try and really get this damage done on him. Lit 3 did nothing. Weak. Eef. Okay. Let's try and get that Cure 4 out fast. Alright, and okay, nice. And Cecil, can you get him? Okay, let's have her do Nuke. Let's see if Nuke does better than Bahamut's gonna do. So I'll throw out Nuke and then Bahamut. And then we'll see which does better. Nuke does 2,600 and kills him. Nice. Good job, Rydia. Did it. Cecil gained a level. And we got Masamune. Really cool. So I can't remember what type of hand Edge prefers. It says R and L both, so I guess he's ambidextrous. But just for the sake of it, I'm going to put Masamune on his right hand, which is the stronger sword, and Mirasame on the left hand. So look at that. He's doing 172 damage. I never realized this. I think he does more. That's crazy. He does 40 more damage than Kain. Granted, he is carrying twice the weaponry. But yeah, pretty cool. You know what? I think that we can, what am I doing? I think that we can keep heading through here. This might be a stupid decision, but I think I'm gonna continue through the core over here, and we'll get to the end. Maybe this might be the this might be the last episode, folks. This might be the last episode of Final Fantasy IV. It's been months coming, but here we are. Evil Mask again. Also, yeah, keeping in mind this might be a little bit longer than usual because what's it called? The fight will probably take a little bit longer, and well, we'll see what happens. But yeah, let's keep plugging along. Okay. I am kind of hoping that that the Evil Mask does drop a glass helm, because I would like to be able to get some better protection on Edge. It might not be better protection. I know it definitely will result in lower magic defense, which is kind of gonna screw us over once we get to Zeromus. But oh well, we'll see what happens. Okay, and swinging away at this Evil Mask. He does white against Edge. Okay, that's a lot, but it's okay. Alright, and Rydia takes out the Evil Mask with her whip. Very nice. Yeah, I don't know what the chances for the Evil Mask to drop a glass helm are, but I think they are pretty low. Yeah, how many do I have? 5 elixirs. Oh, okay, so I mean that's exactly enough to get us where we need to be. But another elixir. There we go. So I was gonna say that I'm probably being a little careless by not saving, but you know, we're already here. You know, might as well. And a whistle. A whistle summons a big chocobo. What's that gonna do for me? Okay, so ninja. Wait, was that ninja? Was that a shuriken? Shuriken, however it's pronounced. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. So we're gonna have a lot of dartable stuff for this fight. I was gonna say maybe we shouldn't even bother with fighting these behemoth fights, but you know what? Let's try and get as many levels as we can before getting to Zenith, because that will be a difficult fight. He is a strong-ish last boss, especially at the level we're at right now. So yeah, let's try and do that. Okay, Bahamut goes out and does 1500. And he smacks Edge in the face. Okay. And and he smacks Edge in the face harder. Okay. And Cecil takes a little bit of a hit, but we are okay. Oh no. Okay. Do your Cure 4. Thank you, Rosa. Very helpful. And keep plugging away at him. I didn't want to do double, we're probably going to run into a couple of behemoth fights here, so I didn't want to do double Bahamut, because I want to try and conserve a little bit of my MP. But I think we have enough ethers. So we're only at ether 1s now, which might be problematic, but I think we should be okay. How much, is anybody low? Let's heal up Edge. The broken record story over here. Healing up Edge. And then let's heal up Kain a little bit. Even though he's got room to... he's got some room there, so I think he'll be okay. But, yeah. That's not happening. Not doing that. Please run. 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 Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna have Cecil. Yeah, there was no way I was gonna fight. I was gonna fight both a red dragon and a behemoth. That would have been a disaster. Okay. plugging on, and we found another ninja. I think, and I might be wrong, but I think that might be the last chest in the game. I'm also not gonna fight 2 behemoths. Not gonna happen. Sorry, guys. You better run. Thank you. All right, and here we are. So close. Okay, 1 red dragon we can fight. Let's see. Yeah, Mirasame does a lot. The double swords for edge here do a lot better damage. We're gonna have Rosa shoot at him. So my hope here is that that we can at least get them to drop a Dragon Whip, possibly. That would be really nice. Dragon Whip might not even exist, and I'm just Oh yes, I forgot about this. Oh, so if you look at the number on the side, and that's probably the case, I haven't looked, but if you look at the number on the side of Red Dragon, it says 2. I think it probably said 3 before I killed the last one. But they stack on top of each other, which I always thought was such a weird thing. Okay, so this one, yeah, he's doing his double attacks now. We're gonna definitely have to heal. Okay, are we gonna be able to take him out? No. Kain? Nope. Alright. Let's hope, let's have Rosa heal. And then just keep laying on damage. Hopefully, we will be able to stop these red dragon. This gaggle of red dragons. And he immediately damages. No. Okay, yeah, okay, we're good. So they do stack on top of each other, and they do die more. So we're okay. But all right, just keep laying on physical damage. That's not great, but okay. Maybe we should have you do Cure 3 on yourself. And hopefully we will be done with you soon. Heat Ray. Oh, I don't want Edge to die. Okay. So I had three red dragons. What's the possibility that they drop any of those things that I want them to drop? Very low, apparently. Okay. And heal up Edge, and there we are at the end of our Cure 2s. Alright. So everybody else is okay. So they should be fine for the next stretch, but here we go. So, this is the last area of the game, I guess. Sorry, apparently I live on a motorway. I don't, but you would expect that's the case with the amount of sound that comes from outside. You guys would not believe the amount of like sound isolation I put up to record, and you could still hear so much from outside. So this is the last section of the game before our fight with Zemus. And there's going to be 2 types of enemies here. There's Breath. And then there's, I forget what the purple one's called, but the purple one, I'm probably just gonna run away from, because no real need to fight it, and it does a lot of damage. So, maybe this transforms into a purple one, I can't remember. But yeah, I thought this design was always so cool. It's just like, it's so spooky, that it's got like a, you know, it just looks like a ghost, and it's like the true idea of what a ghost is, right? But I think they do this in Final Fantasy IV DS, but instead of it keeps saying a report, so it keeps doing peep on us basically. And when it does peep, I think as they say as they indicate in Final Fantasy IV DS, it's reporting back our character's strength to Zemus. And yeah, that's what it's doing. Oh, Rose ran out of arrows. Okay, and we killed Breath. This is also an interesting... So I think it's supposed to be like a shadow of Zemus that Zemus sends out to fight his battles for him. But, yeah, the Breath does no damage. Yeah, there's really no point in fighting the other ones, because I don't think they drop anything. But... Ooh, what happened to my charm arrows? Did I put them somewhere? 92 charm arrows right over there. Okay. And let's continue on. Yes, so we are done. We have all of our final gear. We have all of our stuff. We're ready to go. And it's gonna keep they're gonna keep trying to send some information to Master Zemus. So it says in the DS version, it says, "I'm reporting to Master Zemus," or something like that. But it's a interesting little enemy. Don't know why they have it. We might run into one in the next couple of minutes, but there is a purple variant, and the purple variant does a lot of damage. Or maybe I'm just remembering this wrong, and this turns into the purple variant that I'm remembering. But I do like that it says no weak points found. Pretty cool. Yeah. So continuing on. And we will be about to finish this game. Very excited. And I'm gonna have to remember a lot of voices coming up. So I'm very excited. Thank you guys so much for, well, here, look at me thinking that I'm gonna be able to beat Zemus no problem. Yeah, let's see if I can beat Zemus first. How about that? But I am really thankful for all of you folks who've stuck with this and have watched every episode. It's a real joy to play this game. I love this game. It's a super fun one. So if you get the opportunity to play it, you should play it. And if this is the first episode you're coming in on, why don't you just subscribe to my channel down below? You should do it. It's right there. It's big and red and it says subscribe. And then it'll say subscribed and be big and gray if you do subscribe. Yeah, I mean, subscriptions are super important for YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It'll be really something that helps my channel, get up there in terms of performance and the opportunities that are allowed by YouTube. I know that's a weird way to do it, but or a weird way to describe it, but so yeah, please do that, and I will keep releasing this good content for you guys. Okay, so I made a decision, and it might not be a great decision, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save the 6 elixirs that I have for the battle. So hopefully, might not be enough, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. Okay, that gets us right under, so honestly, that should be fine. But I'm going to try and use all the ether ones first, so I have the elixirs for the Zemus fight. And how is Rosa doing? 436, also right under. Okay, nice. So we shouldn't need to use any of the elixirs right now. We can save those for the battle. And hopefully, we are all healed up. We are all healed up. Alright guys, I'm going to pause here for today. We're going to fight the battle against Zemus really shortly. So I hope you guys come join me on the next episode, and I will see you then. Remember, come check me out on Twitter. That's @GamingWickClover on Twitter, and you can come check me out on TikTok. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you next time. Bye-bye!